I told you this is going to be fun. That's right, things are picking up a little bit around here, and I'm over here in front of Irene's famous sweet shop. Is this stuff sweet, Irene?
Yes, it is. But I'm not Irene,
But you're sweet too.
yes, I am.
Everything is sweet here.
Yep.
Check it out.
These are chocolate, solid.
You got some nice chocolate here, and then over here, look at these guys. Living Zen Organics. And it looks like they dry some stuff here. Let's take a look here. Kale chips, raw, vegan, gluten-free. I know that's for somebody, huh? Good morning.
Hello, morning.
How are you today?
We're great, thank you.
I'm having a good time looking at your stuff. Did I try one of your seeds here?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
It's $10.
Look at that. Pretty good stuff. Oh, here's the tea place. We're looking for the tea place. Here it is.
Dehydrated mangoes or dehydrated any fruit.
Joe's working the customer right now. He's talking to this young lady about tea. Hey, so this is one of the newer stands here. Tell me a little bit about your stuff. It says single source, estate grown black tea. What does that mean?
Yeah, so every harvest I go to China and India. And
You go.
I go, and what you're seeing here, these 7 teas that we have for this year, just harvested 3 months ago. And they come from the most famous villages in China and India making black tea. And in fact, one village, this one actually created the black tea type. So just very, very famous places.
So what's the proper way to do this if I'm a proper customer? Do I pick this up and smell it, or you tell me about it, or how does it work?
Both. Black teas are very difficult to smell until you put water on top of the leaves, and then the smell will come forward. But really what you're looking at is the construction. So what you're looking is how tightly rolled they are.
They roll like that because they dry that way?
But yes, so what they do, what makes a black tea? So green tea, white tea, oolong, and black tea all come from one plant. Camellia sinensis sinensis. Same thing. The only difference is how long they've been oxidized. So white tea has no oxidation, green tea has 30 minutes of oxidation, black tea is fully oxidized.
And that's almost like aging, huh?
Well, essentially it is like aging. It's fermenting it.
It's fast.
Fermentation. So it takes 4 hours to get this. And the rolling part is then a man will sit over a fire on a big plate, and he'll actually take his hand and roll these for about 5 hours.
Holy crap.
And that's what you get here. So these are actually full leaves. So you can't really appreciate it until you get the water in it. But each one of those is a hand-picked leaf that's been hand-rolled.
Look at that. So man, you just taught me something, man. I didn't know. I mean, that is a lot of work.
It's an incredible amount of work. As far as food goes, I mean, there's no finer craft than making of tea, and that's what's so important, of knowing where the tea comes from and knowing what these villages are, because it takes an incredible amount of skill to get these.
I detect some passion in your voice.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that is excellent. So do people come over? Is there a way that you give people a little taste or an idea?
I do. It's hard in a market setting like this because these are so fine teas, but I do cold brews every week. So this one's Assam. It's very, very mild today. It's been cold brewed. This was harvested last April from northern India.
And cold brew, how do you cold brew something?
So instead of taking warm water and putting on the leaves, I took just room temperature water, stuck it on my counter for 10 hours.
This is delicious. So which one is this?
Our number 2, Assam.
So you do it by numbers then?
We do. I just find that people have a hard time with a lot of the Asian names, Dian Hung Kung Fu, Bai Ling Kung Fu, so...
You are rapping now. You're like a rapper.
Yeah. It helps when all the names rhyme with one another, right?
So let's name them off again. Which ones are they?
So the Darjeeling's number 1 from northern India. Number 2 is Assam from northern India. Number 3 we call classic Chinese. It was actually made for me. This family makes just green tea, very famous for over 1,000 years. And we took their leaves, their long Jing cultivars, and actually made this black tea as an experiment. So it's one of a kind. The Dian Hong Kung Fu from Yunnan, which is the birthplace of tea.
Kung Fu?
Kung Fu, which just simply means with great craft and skill. So like Kung Fu fighting. Everyone thinks martial arts. It really just means great skill, great craft.
Good, another lesson here.
Ki Mum Kung Fu from northern Fujian. Our Bai Ling Kung Fu from southern Fujian, a village called Bai Lin. And then the oldest of all Chinese black teas, Lapsang Sucheng.
Joe, you got it going on.
Yeah, great. Well,
hey, so if you want to get a hold of Joe, tell me your website there.
Is www.josephwesleytea.com.
Okay, great. And they can find that on our website. And I got to tell you what, the thing you should probably do is just drive up here to Detroit, 2.5 hours in the car. You're at the Detroit Eastern Market. See Joe. He'll give you a little lesson here and enjoy some cold brewed tea.
Yeah, well, thanks so much.
Hey, thank you very much.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
We've got a whole lot more from the Detroit Eastern Market right after the break.